Welcome to the Heavy Leather Backyard Trailer Trash Spook Show. I'm Rui the Teenage Werewolf, and here's your hosts, Sleaze Grinder and Kelly Kapow.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Heavy Leather Backyard
Trailer Trash Spook Show.
In the studio.
Shit.
In the studio, Trailer Trash Spook Show.
Okay.
This is the show where Kelly and I show you the latest horror trailers and previews. You know, just a little bit, not the whole thing. We give you the important chunk. So, you know, they get a little artsy, there's always extraneous. We cut all that out. We just show you the important parts so you get the gist of what's going on. And then you can decide what to see next, what to add to your queue.
Then you don't have to waste like 4 minutes of your life watching a full trailer.
Endlessly, like...
You can do other things, like eat a sandwich.
It's so hard these days when you want to watch a horror movie. You're like, this one. We're going to solve it all for you. You're going to know what's up.
We're good people.
By the time we're done. So, let's get right to it. Kelly, what's the first trailer that we're talking about today?
The first trailer is called Dreamcatcher. And when I was looking for this trailer, I watched the wrong one.
Okay.
But that one actually looks better than this one.
Okay.
This one...
But you figured it out.
I did.
Because
I was like, this looks too good.
All right. Was it also a horror movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
2020. Okay, this one.
Yeah.
Dylan, known to his fans as DJ Dreamcatcher, is on the brink of global stardom.
Yeah.
Sure. Everything changes the night of the Cataclysm. Thank you, Ken.
Sure.
An underground music festival where two estranged sisters and their friends meet Dylan.
Yeah.
After a drug-fueled, gruesome event, things begin to spiral into a 48-hour whirlwind of violence and mayhem.
This place is like an adult Disneyland. Shots?
Aren't you supposed to be DJ Dreamcatcher? Are you worried about getting mobbed out here?
Why do you think I always wear a mask?
So here's the deal. We will get rid of the body, and you will walk away with a compensation check.
We will take them down.
But we can't go in there guns blazing. We are better than that. We've got to be strong.
I don't want to be strong. I want to be angry.
Go, go, go! This trailer reminded me of New Year's Evil, which is the same killer at a big concert vibe.
Yeah.
And although it seems like there's 2 or 3 storylines going on, I don't need 2 or 3 storylines in one trailer. Okay,
Me
just
either.
keep it with one. I do like the fact that the trailer is packed with murders, which is obviously what we're looking for
Yeah.
in a horror film.
But then they show you everything.
Well, we don't know that. We just know that
There could be more.
there's more. But hopefully it's got that kind of like brutal modern slasher vibe, like Trick or something like that, you know, where there's lots of really vicious stabbings.
Yeah.
Notice how vicious stabbings have gotten in horror these days?
They have to be. I mean, you have to be
have
pretty
to up
angry
the
to
ante.
stab someone, though. You kind of have to be. How do you stab someone delicately?
I feel like there was less vicious stabbings in the 70s and 80s than there are now. I think they're all like prison stabbings now. It's like, you know, like this. It's like pneumatic. It's blood splashing everywhere. So I like that. So hopefully there's more of that happening.
I personally don't like raves or anything that takes place at raves.
But there's so much potential in a horror movie with raves, and we've seen so many where they have blown the potential. Maybe this one is the one that's going to nail the rave murder potential that we know is out there.
That we want?
I would personally like to see.
Okay.
Dreamcatcher, everybody. If you like DJs
And EDM music.
And you like slasher movies, this will mix them together.
Something for everyone.
Back in the 80s, there's a lot of mixing heavy metal with.
Yeah, let's get back to that.
Well, it's a new generation. They don't like heavy metal. They like EDM, which stands for
Electronic music.
Dance music. Dreamcatcher. Next up is Witness Infection.
Ooh.
Now, is that a play on words? Kind of. Like witness protection.
Gotcha. Got ya.
Witness infection.
Like what you did there.
Yep. Sometimes the past comes back to bite you.
Ouch.
Boy, is that true. Two rival mob families are transferred from the witness protection program by mistake to the same California city. See what happened there? In an effort to make peace, the son of one family must marry the daughter of the other. It doesn't sound like a good plan.
That does not sound like peace.
That sounds like a recipe for more mob violence, really, right there. But anyway, what happens is, that is, if the zombie apocalypse doesn't get in the way.
Oh no.
Written by Carlos Alzaraki, who is from Reno. Remember Reno 911? Mm-hmm. He's the guy from Reno 911.
I'm going to guess that the zombie apocalypse does get in the way.
Oh, it's definitely going to get in the way. And then a bunch of other people are in it, and you know, a bunch of other people that wrote it. There's like a lot of comedians that are involved in the whole thing. It's a horror comedy, everybody. So you get two things. You get the rival mob family, so that gives you some comedy, and then you get a zombie apocalypse thrown in. Now, the straight zombie films don't even work anymore because they've been done too many times. So now you have to throw in an added gimmick.
Yeah, but zombie comedy has been done a bunch too.
Right, but has zombie horror mob comedy been
No.
done? Well, there you go. That's why we're here.
I hope it's done well.
Hey, you're late. You disrespected your entire family, especially your beautiful new fiance. This wedding is gonna happen, and it's happening Saturday, period. Boy, that's right, he knows the rule. Everybody, always leave one in there.
First. I'm sorry, he was closer. What, like 17 inches?
Okay, seatbelts, guys.
I'm not Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park. I am not Yaphet Kotto in Alien. Nor am I Dwayne motherfucking Jones, who gave up himself to save the white men and women of this movie, only to get killed by a racist white cop in the end.
Night of the Living Dead, 1968, a classic. Holy sh**!
What'd you think of the trailer, Witness Infection?
I hated it.
She hated it.
I mean, it was oozy and gory, which was cool, but it looked kind of...
Well, exactly. The zombies are really gooey in this one.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Mm-hmm. And I did think, I felt like there was a nice balance between laughs and scares in the hot black chick with the shotgun.
At the end, yes. She looked badass. I'll give it that. She did.
So if you like hot black chicks with guns, this is the movie for you. There's probably other movies for you too. But this is definitely one of the movies for you.
Witness Infection.
It's got to be worth it just for her. Witness Infection. When's it come out? I don't know. Probably soon, though. Otherwise, why would we be talking about it?
True.
Hey, everybody, welcome to
Doom Tube.
Doom
Tube.
This is the part of the show where Rui, the teenage werewolf exorcist intern, takes us on a trip through the deepest, darkest recesses of YouTube. You know, it's like that part in Willy Wonka when they get into the little boat there. You remember that part? Yeah. And they're going through, the tunnels, and there's like worms and weird shit on the walls.
Stop, Ken. I was scared then. No.
I know, but that's what he does to us every week.
Frankly, that's a pretty apt description of YouTube. You know, 1 minute you're enjoying this wonderful world of candy and chocolate, and the next you're seeing a chicken get its head cut off.
Exactly. That's what he does every week.
Yep. And this week's a bit of a lighter one. It certainly...
It is not... It might be light, but the implications of what could have gone wrong in the making of this video...
Absolutely, yeah.
Give it a much darker edge. This week, it's Monkey paying for pizza. Let's watch. I watched this one many times, and what I have to say, this is, I want to talk about monkeys for a second.
Of course.
I mean, this is probably a chimp, right? This is like a chimpanzee.
It looks to be, yeah.
They are 5 times as strong as people, and when they get angry, they go for the face and the genitals. Those are the 2 things. Now, the pizza guy is obviously lucky that he survived this dumb video.
Yeah.
And then when I was watching it, I was wondering what the murder rate is for pizza guys. It's probably pretty high.
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine.
They say that the most dangerous occupation you can have is underwater welder.
Yeah, that's...
a lot of people that are underwater welders, they're the guys that are welding bridges, you know?
Yeah.
They die all the time. They drown.
There's actually a horrific detail about that, is that due to some weird pressure science, a guy can get sucked into a pipe through a hole about yay big. Yeah, literally, just the entire guy.
So I would say right under underwater welder,
yeah,
pizza guy.
I'd say, you know, when you're dealing with monkeys.
But the other thing, people who have unexpected sex on the job, pizza guy is also on that list. So you can see, it's a fine line that you walk on that job.
It's a dangerous game every day.
50-50 whether you're going to have a good day or a really bad day.
Yeah. When
you're a pizza guy. And here's a guy that delivered a pizza to a monkey.
Yeah, I think it was. I hope the monkey gave a tip.
Yeah.
You know.
He didn't. He just took the pizza and walked back in.
No, you saw him. He handed him something. Could have been feces.
He's giving him monkey dollars. They're worth nothing.
Yeah.
There's no monkey banks. You can't do anything with monkey dollars.
I mean, frankly, this raises some questions about what it means to be a person, because for all extensive purposes, this monkey was a person. It was wearing clothing. You know, it was partaking in the capitalist system.
Good God.
That's, you know, the monkey was basically a person.
Very dangerous. So there you go, everybody. That's this week's video. It's Monkey paying for pizza.
And now it's time for everybody's favorite parlor game, Cursed_Captions.
Cursed Captions is when Rui shows me a picture.
Yep. And this week, it's going to be Cursed_Dinner. Now, Ken, what do you think this could be?
Well, recently, I had posted a new product on the market, which is macaroni and cheese for Valentine's Day, which is macaroni and cheese that is candy flavored and pink. And I can't think of any dinner that would be more cursed than that. So I'm assuming it's a big bowl of that. Let's see what we got. Oh boy. So there is a dinner with a bunch of nooses.
At the.
So what happens? You put your head in the noose, and then you have dinner, and then you hang yourself.
I mean, possibly. I think this is. I think
Depends on
this.
how the dinner goes.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is for when you're forced to have those dinner parties, but you hate everybody going.
Yeah.
So I think it's just trying to send the right message.
It's like Thanksgiving in the 70s.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, hey, sure, yeah, you can sit at the table.
All right, I'm out.
Yeah. Or alternatively, if you really can't stand those people, you can sit at the head of the table, and whenever they bring up politics,
that you can press? Is there a button?
I imagine whenever Uncle Philip starts talking politics, and you pull the lever.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, everybody. That's this week's
episode of Doom Tube.
We'll see you next time, and until then, please, whatever you do, stay out of the darkest, deepest ends of YouTube. Stay with the fluffy kitty videos.
Indeed. Let me go spelunking for you.
See you next time. Next.
The last Thanksgiving.
The last Thanksgiving. I think about it sometimes. At some point, you will do things for the last time, and you don't always know when that is.
That's so terrible.
So someday it will be your last Thanksgiving. You won't even know it's your last Thanksgiving.
I better really up my ante here on every Thanksgiving.
So just enjoy every Thanksgiving. You don't know when it's going to be your last.
All right. A family of cannibalistic pilgrims attack a restaurant that stays open for Thanksgiving.
Okay, check.
Yeah. Check.
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it?
That's the whole thing.
You can't seriously expect me to go to work on Thanksgiving.
No other paying customers come through the door, then you can all go after we tidy up.
Are you open? There are no Thanksgiving songs because no one wants to write one about an outdated, hypocritical appropriation fest.
Thanksgiving turkey. Have you ever seen anything so beautiful?
So there's a killer pilgrim.
Yeah.
And there's Linnea Quigley.
Which we love.
By the way, she's only in it for 2, quick flashes. But it's the best that I've seen Linnea looking in a long time.
You think that's all they could afford to get?
Yeah, I think they paid her for 1 day.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like industry, the standard, what is it, the SAG standard, it's like $600 a day.
That's all they could afford?
So, it's a lot of money, $600?
If you're making a movie.
I think you can get Linnea for $600 a day.
We should get Linnea.
But then you have to pay for her, obviously, for accommodations. You have to pay for
She can stay with you.
She can stay with me, but I still have to pay for the airplane.
They're cheap right now.
Oh yeah, didn't Larsa get on one for $7? So yeah, maybe we can get her. Maybe next week Linnea will be here. Who knows? It's definitely cheap, but it looks funny and gory.
Does look funny.
And also, Thanksgiving needs more horror movies.
Yeah, we have Thanksgiving.
It is a stressful holiday for many people.
Poltergeist.
So, it makes sense that you would make more Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is a terrible holiday.
It's the worst, right?
Yeah,
except
absolutely awful.
The food's good.
Yeah, but you can eat a bunch of food anytime. We're adults. That's the great thing about being an adult.
Although I do like them now. I hated them when I was young. They were very stressful. It was like, dysfunctional family stuff.
But now you create your own family.
Right. My family is deceased. And Stacy's family live in Florida. So it's just me and her eating pie. It's great.
Sounds great.
A Nightmare. Oh, by the way, I don't know when it's out. It's out soon.
Yeah.
Let's just assume that all these are out soon. Or now. You got Google just as well as everybody else does.
Yeah, do your own homework. God damn it.
A Nightmare Wakes. Is that a good title? It's a little anachronistic.
Yeah.
It's a little 1940s. But anyway, an adaptation, well, this makes sense, an adaptation of the novel Frankenstein.
Mary Shelley.
As told through the life of Mary Shelley.
Gadzooks.
As she creates her masterpiece, she gives birth to a monster. Directed by Nora Unkel in her feature film debut, A Nightmare Wakes is streaming right now on Shudder, which everybody loves.
Yeah.
Someone tell me a ghost story. Scare us. I wish to tremble.
It's the tale of a monster. Something dead. It was so alive. I feel like it's a story. My story.
You need to enter the deepest and darkest corners of your imagination.
Frankenstein.
I never knew you had such darkness in you.
It's already there. I must simply unleash it.
Mary, what's happened?
What's wrong with her? Is it serious? I need rest.
Could you not pause the writing for a bit?
You wish to stop these words. Why?
I have a growing feeling that it is not safe.
You are my creator, but I am your master. We can fix this.
There's nothing left to fix.
Now it is the innocent who will suffer. My novel! It was my world!
You're a monster, Mary.
I am not mad. I choose this.
Doesn't sound very scary yet.
It is.
All right. What'd you think of the trailer for A Nightmare Wakes?
I liked it. It looks kind of like a BBC made-for-TV movie.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's really dark. It looks spooky. I like the whole giving birth to a monster thing.
Did you ever watch any BBC shows?
No.
Okay.
Wait, I did. I watched one about a prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about BBC shows. I'm assuming that this is a prime example.
Maybe we can get on BBC.
Downton Abbey, was that a BBC show? Everybody loved that. Upstairs, Downstairs, remember that one? Oh, sure. Okay. The rich people lived upstairs, and then the help lived downstairs, and it was a little soap opera about upstairs, downstairs. They would show it like after Doctor Who or something on PBS. So you'd watch Doctor Who, and then they go, coming up next, upstairs, downstairs, and you go, okay, time to turn the TV off. I like when the guy says, I can't do a British accent really, but he goes,
oh, come on.
He goes, scare us. I wish to tremble.
That's
Remember
good.
That? Remember that? That wasn't British, but that's what he said.
It sounded British.
Really?
It sounded kind of like a leprechaun too, though.
Scare us. I wish to tremble. It'd be fun if people still talk like that.
Not like that. Please, God.
Anyway, I can't really tell what's going on. I guess Mary Shelley starts losing her mind while she writes Frankenstein, This movie looks a little like homework, honestly. But if you're interested in Mary Shelley and you're interested in Frankenstein, it definitely looks like a real movie with real actors.
Yeah.
We don't get that too often.
That might be the only one you ever hear about again.
Very, very rarely. It looks like, I don't know if it was shot on a camcorder, but it was shot on a really nice camcorder.
Heavy Leather Horror Hounds, have I got a classic for you today? Something of it is schlock, and they're not really wrong. To me, it's a masterpiece, and that is 1968's The Green Slime. It was a Japanese-American co-production directed by the great Kinji Fukasaku, who is known for his incredibly gritty and intense gangster films like Battles Without Honor and Humanity, and his final film was Battle Royale, so there you go, that guy was a real maestro. It stars Robert Horton and Richard Jaco, American actors, and the Vavavoom Luciana Paluzzi, who is at the center of this crazy love triangle. Basically it's a space opera. And then the titular green slime shows up and all hell breaks loose. And it's basically, a visceral metaphor for the, as I mentioned, the space operatics happening between these the melodrama between the three characters. It's the trailer. It's got the film lives up to it. It's got everything. It's got a little bit of gore. It's got monsters, rubber-suited monsters, action. As I mentioned just now, melodrama, and it also has probably the greatest '60s psychedelic schlocky movie theme song ever, also called "The Green Slime." If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. I love it. I've seen it many times. Can't wait to see it again.
The distant stars. The lonely, helpless earth. The 21st century. The world of the future. And lurking beyond the cold, strange immensity of conquered space. Growing and spreading beyond the warped imagination of the greatest human intellect. Exploding in unspeakable horror. The green slime. The civilized world at war with alien form, whose slimy touch means instant, horrible death. Invaders from beyond the stars. The green slime. Robert Horton. Luciana Paluzzi. Richard Jacob.
You make too many mistakes. You're not right for command.
This is my command, and I'll manage it. Two men struggle for survival in the infected remains of a diseased universe. One woman searches for a last chance to save the human race from the desperate hunger of the green slime. A battle in space against faceless beings. A cosmic nightmare that sends you into the incredible, berserk world of green slime! Green slime! Green slime!
Hey, Kelly, guess what time it is now?
Time for Pick of the Week?
Time for Pick of the Week!
Woo!
What is the Pick of the Week this week?
Oh, God.
This is the one we're really looking forward to.
Are we?
This is the one of us is really looking forward to.
This one is called Aliens, Clowns, and Geeks.
Aliens, clowns,
geeks.
Geeks. Okay, there we go. What's it about?
Out-of-work actor stumbles upon the key to the universe.
Right.
Is drawn into intergalactic war between clowns and aliens. It's directed by Richard Elfman, who's Danny Elfman's brother, right?
Right.
Of Oingo Boingo. Okay, Let me just say that at the end of this trailer, when it said music by Danny Elfman, I thought that was a fucking joke.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I know that he does like feature films and stuff, right?
Well, this is his brother in the band. He's going to help him out.
Wow.
I think we seem to be at opposite ends with our pick with the pick this week, because I love this trailer. To me, it was like,
what did you love about it?
It was like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but just even more psychedelic.
Really?
Yeah. No?
It was like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, but terrible.
Look, I wrote it down. It's got exploding heads.
It does.
It's got a lot of sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's got
bad sex.
It's got.
Did you see that sex?
It's got karate.
Mm-hmm.
It's got spaceships.
Check.
It's got guys in chicken suits.
Okay.
I mean, it's all there. It's just waiting for you. It's all there.
This movie's going to be a fun one to watch with a bunch of people, but I don't recommend watching this alone.
Okay. We'll all watch it together.
Okay.
It's going to be out in March.
Yeah.
And that, everybody, is this week's show. So there you go. There's some new stuff to check out when you want to see some new horror movies. Now, before we go, we'll get to our plugs. And here he is, everybody. It's Rui, the teenage werewolf exorcist intern. Here he comes.
Hey, everybody.
All right, buddy. Here we go. Do your plugs.
Well, you can check out our podcast, the Heavy Loader Horror Show podcast. Comes out every Monday. And you can check out our old show, the Heavy Loader Topless Dance Party, on HeavyLoaderForever.com.
Thank you, Rui.
Good job.
There he goes. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Tony Baloney. Thank you. Who's the other Tony?
Tony Coca-Cola.
So thank you, Tony Coca-Cola. I will see you next time on the Heavy Leather Backyard
in the studio. Trailer
Trash Spook Show.
We did that one, right?
Boom.